see we did the same kind of top to bottom.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of BigRedFishDad YouTube channel. Today we got my daughter Caitlin, who's going to paint and distress kind of the rocking chair here. Turn this white polka dotted thing into something that's a little bit more our style. Well, Caitlin's style anyway. She likes doing these type tasks with paint, and so if you watch the porch swing episode, she's the one that conned into doing the staining for me, so I didn't have to do that part. And anyway, she kind of likes doing this kind of thing. She's got a few end tables that we're going to fix the top, and she's going to sand down and restore those. So you'll see those on here in the future. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to turn it over to her.
So today we're going to distress a rocking chair and paint it over again because it was white and I didn't like the white. So this color that I used is Waverly chalk paint. Oh, let's see if you can see it. There we go. And it's agave. That's the color. I got it from Walmart, actually. That's the cheapest I found. It's only like $5.97 for this small little container. And you can paint this whole chair and then some. I still have like a third of the container left. But most of the time, chalk paint, if you go to like Hobby Lobby or you go to Michael's, you'll get like a pint of it, and it's like $30. So Walmart is definitely the place to go. Some Walmarts have different shades, but most of the time they have the shades that you need, and you can always mix a couple. And then the paintbrush that I used, so because it's chalk paint and it's thicker, you can use just one of these nasty paintbrushes you can get for like $1. I also got this one at Walmart. But you can use that for most of it. Now, since this has a bunch of like little in-between areas, I used just a regular paintbrush because I wanted something smaller, so I just used this because I was using it on another project. So I just went in between the spaces and painted it. I mean, really, you can put on as much as you want. You're going to distress it, so it really doesn't have to be perfect. I just want a second coat because I wanted it to be darker. I was really going for a darker color. And so I just went in between. And even if you don't get all of it or you leave some spots like I did down here, there's some spots, it's really not a big deal. You could just paint over it. You have to sand it down and just sand it till it's smooth. It doesn't matter what grit. I guess a bigger grit or whatever the thicker one is. The rougher one, and then you can just use your chalk paint. You don't have to do any primer or anything. You just chalk paint right on top of it because it's thicker, so it's meant to do this. But that's really kind of what the prep work is just sanding down what you want to do. I'm gonna just color some of this in real fast. Okay, and so chalk paint takes about, it's dry to the touch in about 30 minutes, but I wouldn't distress it for like 2 hours. Now, as far as sanding goes, I have this huge piece, so I just cut out a little square. I don't need very much. When I distressed the whole front, since this is a big rocking chair and this is a small grit, I used an entire sheet. Okay, so now that this is drying, I'm going to mention that if you don't want to keep it like this with just the chalk paint for fear of it flaking off, which it won't do, or chipping or anything like that, there's a wax you can also get at Walmart, and it's only $5 as well, or $5.97. And it's clear. It goes right on top, and it's basically like your lacquer, I guess, that you would put on top of painting. Now, since I wanted a distressed look, I don't care if it gets scratches, so I'm just leaving it without that wax coating on it. When you're distressing, you want to think about where it actually would get distressed. So most of it would be like the edges or these parts right here, because that's where people would hit it or whatever. So I would just start, and since there was a white under here, because that's what my friend had, it'll go right through to white, and then you can get to the wood. Now just keep going in that same area. You're not really going for precision here because, well, it's supposed to be distressed, and that's imperfect. So I just kind of pick a spot, but usually I do the edges first. because then I can see, and I don't really want it symmetrical with that side, so I can kind of do it this side, and then I can go over here and do a random spot over here. So it doesn't take much effort at all. You just do this. So for pieces like this that y'all would probably distress, that have like these notches in them, like table legs or something like that. So I found the best way is if you just start at the top and you just apply pressure and just go straight down what you're trying. And then you can always, like, you know, I added a little here so that it looks a little extra distressed there. But this is really just kind of like playing around. I mean, you figure out what you like and how much distressing you want. And you just kind of go with it. So this is what it looks like once you've distressed. You see how I just did that pulling technique from the top to the bottom. And then you have some on the sides. You see how this side has some wood shining through? Yeah. And just like over here. So I did all the edges first, like I said. From the front, if you look, see we did the same kind of top to bottom on those parts, those little pegs. And you can see that there's some distressed work there. I mean, it really was just kind of whatever I felt like doing happened. See, and I made sure to do the arms right here where people's hands sit. So in real life, that would actually get distressed pretty early. The back of ours had a design, so I just went along with the design and periodically went in and distressed some of that. Like here up at the top, right? So not all of it, just parts of it. Okay, so this is our seat. It's just a pad that was placed on some wood. I think it was the seat that was already in the chair. We just wanted to reupholster it because obviously we changed the color, and it was like, I don't know, a polka dotted pink color, right? So we didn't really want that. So we reupholstered it, but all we did was just like lay the fabric over. We got a yard of fabric, and that was plenty enough. And this is kind of stretchy, which is nice, but and we just stapled it down, right, and folded it at the corners. So it's pretty easy. You just fold it and tuck one side under the other, and then stapled it around. And we had excess pieces like this, and so all I did was hot glue them because, I mean, it's a rocking chair that we're going to put outside, so you don't need to do anything fancy, and no one's going to see that underside anyway. So that was all we did for the chair. Okay, so all I did was slip it in. We didn't see, it fits in really nicely. We didn't staple it down or hammer it in or anything because it really will just fit smoothly in. But there is our chair, all finished in all its glory. It looks nice. I guess that's why. That's the end of it. It really didn't take much at all. Cool. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for stopping by, and please subscribe, like, leave comments. We're constantly learning, trying to do new things, take suggestions, whatever we can do to improve, and we enjoy making the videos and bringing them to you guys, and hopefully you enjoy them. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to give that thumbs up and subscribe.